I'm here with
Michael Breen.
Nice to meet you. So we're here shooting your Volkswagen truck.
Caddy.
It's a Caddy.
Caddy, yeah.
And what is a Caddy?
A Caddy is basically a rabbit with a 6-foot bed. They were produced and built in Westphalia, Pennsylvania for 4 years. And there was also a lot of them over in Europe and England. A cheap pickup truck that people used just to basically go back and forth with products and throwing in the back. So it's a utility vehicle.
Okay. And you don't usually see these types of vehicles here at all. I mean, this is the first time I've seen it. I don't know about the Volkswagen groups or anything, but it doesn't seem very common.
There was more of them on the East Coast. A lot of them that were produced rusted out and were molested.
Because of the East
and
Coast.
they're gone. Yeah. This one I found on the West Coast on
very nice.
VW Vortex magazine. It was $850 with no motor.
Okay.
And I think it was up in Washington State where I found it. Yeah.
And I assume it didn't come like this, correct?
No, it was gray, no motor, basically a shell which we wanted to, work on, just where we could put our own ideas into it. Engine, it's a GTI engine from a 2003 GTI, which we fully redid and put a KO4 Audi TT KO4 turbocharger.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's really cool. Can you pop the hood for us?
Sure.
Take a look.
Yep.
Oh, you can just easily pop it from the outside?
Yeah, well, originally it was inside, but we found a company that makes this, so you don't have to pop it from the inside.
Cool.
So everything was polished. The inside of the bay was shaved.
That's very cool.
Basically every part is custom. This is a European, the way this flows.
Is it because it's on the other side? Or?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we
very
wanted to set it up like that. Mm-hmm.
And is that chrome plated or?
No, that's polished.
It was polished.
There's a guy upstate New York that polished every piece.
Very cool.
A lot of work.
It looks like a lot of work.
Yeah, this is chromed. All these pieces were chromed.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. These are latches that I sent out and had chromed.
I love when people do that.
Yeah.
It's the tiny things that count.
Right, and we don't want to overdo it.
Yeah. You said it's turbocharged. Do you know how much power it's making?
It's over 300. It's got an LSD. It's got a limited slip we put into the transmission. But yeah, it's over 300. So you really got to watch it. Third gear, it just takes off. Yeah.
That's awesome. And so with the engine, are you planning to do anything else with it, or is it pretty complete?
Actually, there's something else I just did. It's shipped yesterday from Paris, France.
Oh.
So if you come around here, the tailgate on these normally are beat up. So this tailgate's a perfect tailgate. It's not beat up. There's a guy in Paris, France. I found him on VW Performance magazine. He's making these in carbon fiber.
Oh, okay.
And it's got the Porsche logo here.
That's very cool.
So I'm going to switch this out and put the carbon fiber in once it comes in a couple of weeks.
That's awesome. And you're paint matching it, I assume?
Yeah, I'm going to put it on first and see how it looks, fit it, and then we'll paint match it, and then it'll be done. But that should really make it look interesting.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So what would be the point of putting a Porsche back on it? Just something different and fun?
Yeah, just make it crazy. It's got Porsche handles. Okay. Yeah, just to make it different.
So there's just little bits and pieces, and you just kind of want to have fun with it.
Yeah.
That's very cool. And then the air suspension we have.
Yeah, the air suspension's Airlift makes it. And if you look inside, it's got the whole setup. So I have like 4 different setups for the up and down and on the ground. And that's a shifter. It's drive-by-wire.
Oh, okay.
That's all billet. There's a guy, all the stuff is billet, everything here.
Oh, wow.
There's a guy in England that makes these pieces. And this is obviously the tank for the air suspension.
Right. How do you like it? How's the ride? Pretty good?
It's actually, it's pretty good. You know, it's a little bumpy at times, but it's fun on the highway.
Oh, I bet.
It's actually running better now because it's cool out here in Arizona.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The turbo likes the cool weather.
Yeah. And I had a Genesis Coupe that was bagged. It rides a little rougher than OEM. That's it.
Yes.
Air suspension is amazing.
Yeah.
It's so good.
And the rear, just so you know, has a 4-link suspension.
Okay.
From ECS Tuning, which they don't
Awesome.
make anymore, but they made it for this.
Really?
Yeah, they made it for this, and it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, definitely. And what about the wheels? I love the wheels.
The wheels,
color is
okay,
great.
so the wheels, Koenig USA, back east, saw the vehicle because the car was built by Tuning Works.
Okay.
Don Santora and Rich Santora did all the work on the car.
Very nice.
You know, we worked together, you know, buying parts and making
Right.
sure everything was correct. They have an account with Koenig, and they saw the vehicle, and they said, look, we'll make you a deal. Let's put, if you go on their website, their Instagram page, you'll see these wheels on this vehicle.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the beautiful contrast between the gray
Yeah.
and the blue is so good.
Yeah, it's, you know, they picked them out and did a perfect job.
Yeah, definitely. So what are your thoughts on people that pay others to work on their car?
Well,
Because I do the same.
yeah, you know what? A lot of the work, you know, I found the vehicle, I found the parts that were needed to build it. They were professional mechanics,
Yeah.
professional artists. I call them artists.
Definitely.
And they did the custom work, which I couldn't physically do
Right.
mechanically. So I find that, you know, doing it right. And I wanted it right because I've had other people work on it. This vehicle was
Definitely.
at 2 other places and they couldn't do it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it sat for 10 years,
Oh.
and they couldn't physically get it done. And
That's
I had it,
crazy.
and then I finally found the guys at Tuning Works,
Okay.
and they were amazing. And I said, take your time, you know, when you're not busy, like in the wintertime, back
Right.
east, work on it, and then, you know, when you're done with it, I'll write you a check. which
That's
I
awesome.
did. Yeah.
But that's really cool because you didn't have them just build a vehicle for you. You had them build the vehicle you wanted. It wasn't like...
Yes.
Because you see these people that build custom cars and then they sell them.
Yeah,
But
no.
you had a hand in basically everything.
Yeah, well, we both knew exactly what we wanted,
Nice.
and I translated to them. And Don was incredible. He's an artist.
Yeah.
You know, you look at it.
I mean, yeah.
You know, I take this to shows, and people like shaking their head.
It's crazy.
I mean, you can go write a check and buy a $400,000 Ferrari or this.
Yeah.
I mean, I own a Porsche. It's a great car, but there's something about this that I enjoy driving.
Yeah.
It's visceral. You know what I mean? It's just
Definitely.
something different.
And like you said, it's something different. When you drive something different, it's just something about it that
Yeah.
just, it's so much fun.
It
It's
really
so
is.
much fun.
I cleaned it up last night. I couldn't
Yeah.
wait to drive it in the morning.
Oh, I bet. I know you were here early. I was surprised.
You know what? I just hang out.
Yeah.
I usually stand away from the people and I listen to them when they look at the car. You know.
That is fun.
Yeah. But,
That is definitely fun. Can we see more of the interior? I want to go to the driver's side real quick
Yeah.
so you can see a bit better.
So the seats that you see in here, when I bought the vehicle, I made a deal with the guy. These are 30 years ago. These are trophy Recaro seats. I had them all redone,
Very cool.
and then I had these done. So these are pretty cool. And then the steering wheel is from 30 years ago. It's an original Momo steering wheel.
Oh, and then you have the matching steering wheel to the
Yeah.
seat belt.
Yeah.
That's very
It's
cool.
got an AEM digital dash, Bluetooth, Pioneer system. So yeah, you know, every little thing, you know, you don't realize takes time
Right.
and money.
Right. A lot of money.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
But it's very thoughtful. You can tell you put a lot of time and effort into
Yeah,
it.
and it's not overdone. You
No,
know, which
definitely
is
not.
really cool. I tell you what, we agonized about the paint color.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so the paint color is Gulf, Ford Gulf Blue. And that was, you know, I wanted a gray, I wanted a blue, I
Right.
wanted an Audi gray. I didn't know. But
So how did you end up on this?
we did a couple of tests.
Oh, okay.
And I felt for this vehicle, this color really represents what it is.
Definitely.
You know, fun car, different, Gulf Blue.
Definitely. It's like you hit the nail on the head. It's
Yeah.
fun. It's,
You know,
when I
even this bumper. there's a guy in Mexico that makes smallbumpers.com.
Oh, really?
And that's an original European bumper. This is a European front.
Oh, wow.
And these are Jeep headlights.
That's so cool. It looks so good. Are you going to turn them on?
Yeah, just
Sweet. Oh, that looks so good. That's so pretty.
yeah. I mean, again,
that.
Don Santoro did a phenomenal job.
Yeah, definitely.
He's also got a pickup, a Caddy like this.
Oh, really?
And he's working on it probably soon. He's been in VW Performance magazine with his GTI.
Oh, that's cool.
He has a Mark V GTI that's beautiful. So he's won an award.
You chose the right guy.
Yeah. And he won an award with this car. He drove it down to Lowe in Potsdam, where Jamie Orr has this thing every year in Pennsylvania. And this one, Best Build. This one got Best Build. The first
this
time
car?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you got some trophies.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And I think it might be in VW Performance magazine.
Oh, very cool.
I'm hearing some rumblings. So,
I mean, it's worth it. I mean, it's like...
where are you going to see stuff like this?
Oh, my God. Not only will you see something like this, but something built this well. Like like you said, the shaved bay is just...
Yeah. All the wiring is underneath the fender.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. It's so cool.
It is.
I feel like this is our future, right? Like, for millennials and stuff like that. This is like our... I feel like this is what we'll become. Mm-hmm. Like, you're the representation of...
Yeah. And, you know...
the modern car guy.
You're basically, the way I look at it, we're caretakers for the car, and then the car moves on.
Right.
You know, I have a couple of cars that I should have never sold, but who knew?
Right.
You know?
That's awesome. And then where are all the wires?
So the wiring, we had to get a new harness, which we got in Europe. The wiring is underneath the fender.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then you got matching hardware that matches the fuel rail?
Yeah.
Okay. And then that matches the interior, and then you have like everything.
Yeah, and this is a company also. This company here is Performance Integrated Engineering. Did that
very
piece.
cool.
Yeah, everything's custom. So this radiator is also the intercooler for the turbo. And this was custom built too.
Whoa. I didn't know that was the thing, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
It's awesome that you can mix modern with classic.
Yeah.
And not... It's over the top because it's really clean and well done, but it's not like... I don't know how to explain it.
It's not overdone.
Yeah, exactly.
Check
it's
this
like
out.
perfect.
Yeah, so here's another thing. So again, this is a 2003 GTI motor, 1.8 turbo.
Okay.
So you could plug this in. It's got an OBD, like a new car.
Oh, that's very
And you
cool.
could change the settings.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's got a curve.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What a build.
So it's kind of old and new at the same time.
Right.
Technology-wise.
It's a perfect mixture.
Yeah.
And you
Cross-drilled brakes.
What kind of brakes?
Cross-drilled.
Oh, those are nice.
Yeah.
It looks super clean with the wheels too.
Yeah.
It's not... I think if you had slotted, it might be a little too much.
Yeah.
But the drill looks
And
great.
they never came with four-wheel disc. This has four-wheel disc.
Oh, really?
Corrado brakes.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So it stops pretty well?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You need it for the power. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And then what's up with the the turbo injection?
I kind of like that's something I found online in Eastern Europe. And it's better than I expected.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
It gives it
Again,
such
it's not
personality.
overdone.
Right.
Porsche handles.
Got more. Those look so normal on this.
Yeah.
It doesn't look...
Well, yeah, again, it's the same.
Oh, it says Porsche.
Yeah, it's the same setup.
That's awesome. That's so cool.
Volkswagen owns Porsche, right?
Oh, and then you have... Yeah, that's true. And then you have the airlift in the...
Yeah, lift suspension. Yeah,
that's the computer.
Well, the computer's over here.
Oh, okay.
So that box was made 3D.
Oh,
printed,
okay. So the controller's over there.
That's a controller there, and this is the other part that controls up and down.
Very cool. That's well placed.
Yeah.
Like out of the way, you wouldn't even notice it.
Yeah, it's not overdone again. And all the lighting is LED, so all these lights were changed to make it LED.
Okay, very cool.
And that's about it. Yeah, you basically hit the nail on the head.
Nice. Well, it's a beautiful build. I appreciate you talking to me about it, and it was fun to do this for my first time.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing everything. Thank you.